What up, world? It's Eternal Authenticity, broadcasting live, and I'm out here back in nature doing another nature vlog video. And honestly, thank you, Ralph Smart Infinite Waters. Ralph Smart Infinite Waters is my favorite mentor, him and Dr. Sabi, because they inspired me to get out in nature. And as y'all can see, I'm still going on, keeping the momentum going. My life has changed for the better, and I'm in my purpose. I'm in alignment to my true purpose. And honestly, coming out in nature really helps me clear my mind, because it's funny, when I come outside, it's like nobody is outside, honestly. Like, it's like a little baby screaming and crying somewhere, obviously. Of course, there's always interruptions to my videos. It's always somebody's crying, it's always an airplane, it's always a helicopter, something like that. All I know is my baby ain't gonna be doing that. My baby's gonna be real quiet, like a delicate, beautiful angel, just like how I was. But anyways, yeah, coming outside helps me to get my mind right, get our mind right, to be honest, because like when you trapped inside all day, you start overthinking and ruminating about stuff that don't even matter. And like, you know, for me, that's why I come outside, to be honest. Like today, for instance, guess what? I'm waiting for some money I'm having to be patient for some money to come in the mail. So I was figuring out about how long that's supposed to take. It's only a few days, a week or so. And then also, guess what? My phone. I was having phone problems with Sprint. You know, I was trying to talk with my dad. I was trying to talk with other people. Guess what? You know, no type of responses, no type of answers. Well, yeah, there was, but like it was, my calls kept getting dropped. I kept having failed calls over and over again. Call drops, you know, signal issues with Sprint. So whatever, you know, I just let that alone. I let it charge, and I just brought my iPad. The iPad works. I'm able to talk and communicate on there, thankfully, and that's cool, you know. And whatever. So it really just reminded me to come outside and just whatever, be free. You know, like that's why they say the greatest relationship we can have is with ourselves. It's true. I'm an Aries, so like I'm very naturally affectionate, like with the woman I love. You know what I'm saying? So like some people may label it or judge it or have an opinion that they may say that they may call me overbearing or needy or something like that. And I mean, you can say that. However, I really don't care about people's opinion. I'm good enough, and honestly, anybody would love the amount of love that I have to give, you know, especially that special someone, that special one. She loves the great amount of love that I have to give her. And you know, I'm not about no games, you know. And like, I've just come to accept myself and learn how to accept others too, you know. Like naturally, I do have a huge heart, you know, and I'm not trying to be out here messing around with a whole lot of people, you know. I'm simple. So that's that. Second, like, yeah, I'm simple, you know, like, and in times where, you know, the one who I really love, when we're having space from each other, it can be rough, it can be difficult, you know, because then it's like, okay, I'm on my purpose, I'm on my path, I'm on my mission. But at the same time, like, it's also inspiring. I'm also inspired because I'm like, hey, you know, that love that we shared together, those moments, those memories, even if it was for a few months or whatever, but it was so close, and we shared sacredness. We shared sacred magic together. Sex, you know, talks about childbirth, talks about marriage, all of that stuff. When we have that going, and I poured my whole heart and soul out, saying thank you millions of times every day. Even sometimes me just embarrassing myself because I just let it all out. My feelings, my heart, my emotions, you know, putting it all on the table, doing wild crap, crazy crap, you know, just for me to just let it all out, to show, hey, I'm not hiding anything. Even when I was doing foolish stuff that, you know, was way out there, I let it out though, and I always have been faithful and loyal, you know. I will say that too. Every woman who I have been with, I have never ever cheated at all. Like, I will say that. I will say that. I can say that every day throughout my entire life. Every woman who I've ever actually dated for real, or been with for real, guess what? Throughout our time that we are for real together, guess what? I'm only focused on them. You know, all the women from the past who straight up, really just don't want to be in my life. They blocked me. They try to use force of action to just, abandon me and just disregard me or whatever. Okay, then I let go. But however, in our time together, truly, in our time that we spent together, loving each other, dating, in a relationship, truly, for real, guess what? I always stayed faithful and true and loyal. I never cheated. I never put my hands on any other woman. I never had sex with any other woman. I was never in no love triangle. I was never in no lust. I wasn't going to no strip clubs. I wasn't even hugging on any other woman besides my mom, and the woman who I was intimately involved with. So that's just the honest truth. I admitted to the actual women too. Okay, in our times of terrible, horrible arguments and separation, and times where I was unappreciated, I admitted to all the women. Okay, I watched a couple of minutes of porn to just let one out, because I was just like, wow, y'all don't want to be with me. Y'all aren't around. Y'all just ran away, or whatever. Cool. I'm gonna take care of myself for a few seconds, even though my energy was drained after just watching a couple seconds, and I just let off my energy, and now I'll feel miserable because I would much rather share that with the woman I love, to have a baby, to have a family, to have something that lasts for the long run. None of this hookup stuff, and that's why I stopped porn. I've come a long way, to be honest with you. I'm putting it all out there. Like before I went vegan, to be honest with you, I was watching porn very frequently, weekly, daily, daily and weekly, sometimes even multiple times a day, way back in the day, like puberty times or whatever, and then ever since I went vegan, that number has plummeted, to be honest. Like I said, I dated someone for like a whole, pretty much almost a year, and I might have watched it like 8 times, 9 times. We both watched some together, to be honest, to give us ideas, but even that still felt whack. But like, you know, that was that. At least I've been honest to all of them, and I let them all know too, and they knew what my intentions were. They knew that, hey, I was just feeling really good, feeling real healthy, and they didn't want to be bothered, and I just had to release that energy in a way that was just towards myself. You can say it's weird, you can say it's strange, you can say whatever. I put it all out there, and I've come a long way, because I'm not into that either anymore. I've come a long way. Then I got the numbers just started to drop, to the point where I was like, hey, I don't even need to watch porn. I'm not even going to watch porn, because you fall back into the same vicious cycle of draining your energy. To each his own, do whatever, I'm just saying, like, in the long run, when you obsessively do that, it's going to mess up your health, your mental health, whatever. You're going to feel miserable, because you would much rather share that with a loved one who's down for you. That's how I am, so that's why I stopped, because I wouldn't want the woman who I love to be doing that, watching lustful stuff about some other guy. Nah, I'm the priority. I'm the main man. So that's why I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't watch porn. That's why I just stay focused on my reality, and I've improved tremendously, for real. Like, the percentage of how lustful I used to be to how lustful I've transformed into today is amazing. Like, I'm rising and growing in love every day. I'm being honest. I'll say, back when we hit puberty, back in puberty days, in our early teenage years and stuff, when we start, getting those hormones, and we start getting, people, family members, classmates, people start saying, hey, go watch porn, or hey, go look at that girl's butt, or look at that guy's muscles, or music videos and music, all this stuff. And like, it's like a higher agenda, a higher lustful agenda. My percentage back then was probably around 80%, 90%, like, in my lower nature, really high up, really high frequency, like low frequency, to be honest. But ever since I've been transforming and becoming healthier and wiser, that number has plummeted down to like 0%, 1%, you know, a small percentage, to be honest. Like I said, I used to watch it consistently all throughout the year. 365 days, I was watching it probably hundreds of days, many days, you know, throughout many different years. This is a big time span we're talking about too, you know. I'm just keeping honest. Other people out there can relate to, I'm admitting it, you know. But yeah, then ever since I went vegan, it's just like I've been improving. I've improved so much, you know, to where I don't, you know, to where it might have been, I might have gone 30, 60, 90, 120 days, and I might have only watched it for a sum total of 5 minutes, you know, 7 different times, 7 different little split instances, you know, but all of it equals a sum total of like 5 minutes, you know, but just, I did it just to have my little few seconds just to get one off. But really deep down, my intentions were just to be with the one I love. I'm not gonna be out there, you know, selling out. You know, I'm not connected with those actors or actresses or anything like that. You know, I'm here to have a family and whatnot, and they know that too. Now, whenever we grow in love, we realize that they wanted us to wait and realize this, to understand this principle of creation, you know, to understand that, hey, it's a long-term, long-run thing, you know. It isn't all about sex all the time, you know. You don't have to perform, you know, like that real stuff. Just, it naturally happens when you're ready to have a baby, a child, you know, in love, intimacy, romance. That's stuff that's not scripted. That's stuff that's not, you know, like forced, you know what I'm saying? So like, that's something also why I'm always choosing love over fear, because I'm not forcing anything, you know what I mean? So that's that. I just had to let that off my chest. I'm proud of how far I've come, because at the end of the day, the heart space connection is the ultimate. You know, we're supposed to do to others what we would want to be done to ourselves. And for me, I wouldn't want to be cheated on. So that's why I don't cheat. And that's why I'm not ever getting cheated on, because I'm a real one. You know, I admitted, you know, for 30 seconds, yeah, I watched the porno, you know, when we were on rough terms, bad terms, you know, argumentative terms, where we weren't talking and they didn't want to be bothered, but we still know we had something. We're just having a little space. You know, I admitted to them, you know, that's that. But that was it. You know, I've never, ever been pulling no moves, because it's like the heart already knows. The heart is so strong, you know. Everybody has a special someone. So more people need to be more honest. But anyways, the point I'm making is like, hey, I accept myself. At the end of the day, I have that peace of mind, and I'm aware of who I am. You know, the ones who are gone, you know, they're gone. You know, I still have faith that my divine twin flame reflection, she's out there, and we will have a beautiful baby, a beautiful family. You know, I'm just getting myself right for it, to be honest. She knows, and I'm aware too. You know, I'm just getting myself right, having faith. I'm not forcing it. I'm working on myself, you know. So anyways, that's that. Make sure y'all get outside for real, because it will help you to, you know, free up your mind so that you can speak and talk and just flow a whole lot better in life. So anyways, y'all have an amazing day. It's Eternal Authenticity, broadcasting live. Check out the links in the description. Help us out. We will help you out. Health and wellness consultations /Sky Blackwell. YouTube.com/help make a difference. DM us on Instagram @Eternal Authenticity. Y'all have an amazing day. It's Eternal Authenticity, broadcasting live.